Before I started working with Millie and Team CBM, I was in such a rut with my routine with exercise. I barely ever went to the gym. I was paying like £60 for a month for a gym membership that I was just never using. I think I tried to run a 5k a couple of times, thought I was gonna die. And yeah, I was just really not prioritizing exercise or fitness or any sort of kind of balanced, healthy routine at all. I was working really long hours and it just was not a priority for me. So yeah, got myself in a bit of a rut over not doing any exercise and decided that I really wanted to try and get into it. My biggest hesitation getting a coach at all was potentially more around food, and also the fact that I work a really long hours in my job and it's really busy and I'm often sat at my desk for more than 12 hours of the day. And I always kind of just thought that I didn't have time to exercise, but to be quite honest, I just didn't prioritize it. It wasn't something that I was making an effort to prioritize, which I now realize that I do have time in my day. I was just choosing to prioritize other things. And I was also really worried that I was gonna have to track every single calorie of food that I ate, which I'm a massive foodie. I love my food and that just wasn't really for me. And I have not had to track a single calorie of food throughout this process. I haven't had to track my macros because I said to Millie at the start that I didn't really feel comfortable doing that, and I've still managed to get incredible results even without that, so it's been really amazing. In terms of specific results that I've achieved throughout this process, I feel like since I started I have made so much progress physically and mentally, and just in my overall strength and kind of fitness. I struggled to run a 5k at the start of this, and I've just signed up for a half marathon, ran my first ever 13-kilometer run the other day, and it was quite enjoyable and I didn't feel like I was going to die. In the gym, I've just noticed so much difference in my strength and also just feeling way more confident in the gym. I was always way too scared to go to the weight section. I have noticed like quite a lot of change in the actual composition of my body, even though I haven't been tracking any food. And I think that is just down to Millie's amazing support and programming throughout this process. My biggest takeaway from the process is honestly that no matter how busy you are, if you want to prioritize something, there is time for it. I honestly just always said to myself that because my job was so busy, I didn't have time to go to the gym, that I didn't have time to prioritize exercising, and if I wanted to prioritize it, I would have. And now I do want to prioritize it, and I really enjoy it, and it's become such an integral part of my routine. And I feel like now, even throughout the future, if I ever stop coaching with Millie, like I will continue to go to the gym 3 times a week. It's just a non-negotiable part of my routine now, and it's something that I really enjoy, and it helps me just feel very consistent. So yeah, I think that's definitely my biggest takeaway. And also, I think another big takeaway is that you don't have to be tracking every calorie of food. I know that's really helpful for some people, but if you're like me and that's not really what you're into, I always kind of thought that that would be a bit of a barrier getting into having a PT or online coaching, but it's not been at all. I've still seen amazing progress. I've had amazing results, and yeah, couldn't recommend the process more. If I could say anything to anyone considering signing up to coach with Millie or any of the Team CBM girls, honestly, just do it. It sounds very cliche, but it's something that I put off doing and had thought about doing for so long and just never really thought that it was for me. And I really wish I'd just done it sooner, to be quite honest. Millie has been absolutely amazing. The support is incredible. Her programs are incredible. She's so flexible. I started at the beginning doing 3 gym sessions a week, and then I said, oh, I kind of want to try running. So we completely adapted my program and built running into it. I said that I didn't really want to track my food, which I know a lot of other clients do. Totally fine with that. It was completely flexible to what I wanted to do, and that really made a big difference for me, because I feel like I would have been quite put off if it was just like a copy and paste program and everyone has to do the same thing. But it really wasn't like that at all, and Millie's just been amazing, and honestly could not recommend her more.